guys, howdy do. I'm Karen Adamski with ShamaMama.com, and today I wanted to just share what I know about Himalayan pink salt with you. So I'm not a doctor, I'm by no means an expert, but it is something, pink salt is something that I am drawn to and that I enjoy using, and there's a lot of health benefits to it as well, so in a number of different ways to use the salt. So I wanted to just share that with you in hopes that it might aid you in some way. So Himalayan pink salt, where does it come from? What is it? This is what it looks like. This is a really big piece. You certainly do not need anything this big. I have smaller pieces around here someplace, and I don't know where they are for the life of me, so this is what I'm showing. But I usually keep this in our dining room, and I like to keep my mala beads on this because I feel like it's a good cleansing stone for my beads, as well as a very good grounding stone. So for mala beads, it's a good thing. And it's good to just have this out in any kind of room within your home. Negative ions are found in pink salt, and negative ions are really, really good for you. So it's, you know, when you walk into a space that's really cleansed and clean and full of good juju, and, you know, you feel that energy, and it's like, oh, I like this place. That's what this will bring you. This will bring you those feelings and kind of clean up the positive ions that are in the air. So just keeping a piece of this in your room is great. So this is what it looks like. Where does it come from? It comes from the Himalayan mountains, and they come out of rock caves. They're mined by hand. So this is, technically, the salt is considered unprocessed and unrefined. When they do go in and they mine in these caves by hand, when they take these chunks out, they'll either leave it big like this, or they will continue with stones, breaking it down into smaller chunks. So it's broken down with stones, and because they're breaking it down with stones, that's considered unprocessed. And I don't know why, because I guess that's kind of processing it, but I don't know why. Maybe if it's done by hand and with, I don't know, with a stone, that's not processing. I don't know, whatever. So that's where they come from. Let's see, let me check my notes. Sorry, I'm getting a little unfocused. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, how did the salt get there? So this is kind of cool. I didn't realize about 250 million years ago, these Himalayan mountains were under the ocean. So as the earth changed and the oceans, you know, subsided, and now we've got these Himalayan mountains, the salt, as the ocean was drying out, the salt got stuck into geologic pockets within these mountains, and that's how these caves started. So I think it's really kind of cool. And now there's these, you know, like I said, these salt caves throughout the mountains, and that's where this comes from. So, what else was I going to mention here? Sorry, I've got a couple notes here I'm just sort of looking at really quick because I don't want to finish any or forget anything. So some of the benefits to this Himalayan salt, there are 84 different minerals that are found in the salt, and these are minerals that are good for us. They come right from Mother Earth, and I like that. I like the fact that it's unprocessed, unrefined, nobody's messed with it. It comes straight from the earth, goes right into our bodies, and 84 different minerals, that's a lot, whereas you're not getting that with your regular table salt. So I'm not saying go out and eat gobs and gobs and gobs of this salt, because of course that's not going to be good for you. But if you substitute your regular table salt with this, it probably will aid you in some way. Okay, so some of the minerals that are found in this salt are sodium, of course, because it's salt, right? Okay, so sodium, iron, magnesium, potassium, calcium, sorry I can't read my own writing, I'm looking at my notes, chloride, fluoride, iodine, zinc, and copper. Like I said, there's 84, those are just a few that I pulled out that I know we all kind of are familiar with, so that's a good thing. The salt is really great also for detoxifying the human body, and that can be done topically or internally. So eating the salt is good for you and helps to cleanse your body, but you can also bathe in it. You can also put your feet on these bricks that I was going to show you. They make these salt bricks. So same thing, they're just shaped differently. People actually build houses, or not houses, but rooms out of this salt. So they just use these like regular bricks. They'll build like a bench, like a room and with a bench or a table in it. Everything's made out of salt, and it's all about healing and meditating. So it's they make these rooms for their healing rooms. So pretty darn cool. And this has all been done since ancient times. So this is not new. This might be new to us in our modern technological times, but this is like millions of years this goes back. This is what our ancient ancestors did for healing. This is also how I buy this. This is just from Costco, actually, so that's how easy it is to get. So this is Kirkland. I love this because it's kind of a coarse salt, and I like that with my cooking. This is more of a fine salt, and I think I got this at Sprouts or something. So it's getting easier to find. Okay, so if you want to bathe in it for detoxifying and also relaxing your muscles, it's kind of like an Epsom salt bath, but a little bit more detoxifying than that. So what you want to do is use about 2 pounds of crushed Himalayan salt for 1 warm bath. And that will, you want to soak in it for about 30 minutes. So that's another really good way to use the salt. It lowers blood pressure. It's great for your sinuses if you use a neti pot. If you use some warm water and dissolve the salt into the pot and clear your sinuses, that's a good thing. It's great for your asthma too. You're just kind of getting those minerals in there and flushing out all the mucus and crap. I mentioned bathing with it. It improves your blood pressure and your circulation. I didn't know that. I just kind of found that on the computer right before I decided to post this video. So good to know. Great for grounding, that I knew, and great for negative ion producing, that I knew too. What I use this lamp back here for, this is pink salt, and it has a little, lamp or a light in there. And you just plug it in, and when the salt heats with the light bulb, it actually produces even more of the negative ions. So right now I'm sitting in my living room. This lamp is running on usually every day, just because it feels really good to have it on, and it cleanses our environment and makes a happier home. So they can go anywhere from $14 on those lamps, which is pretty darn good. So I would suggest investing in one if you're interested. It's a good thing. And that's about it off the top of my head. I'm probably forgetting a lot of stuff, and I might leave you with questions. So if you do have questions, just write them below and I'll answer if I can. And I guess that's it for now. So I hope you found something, a little nugget of something in here that was interesting and useful for you. So go eat some pink salt, don't eat your table salt, and be well, okay? Namaste.